do you firstly concur with what General Asthana was talking about? And secondly, we're playing out those visuals. I'm not sure if you can see them at the moment, but this is the funeral ceremony. You can see the Pakistani army, officials in their army fatigues. What kind of a message does Pakistan's army now want to send through this guard of honor for the slain terrorists, the entire funeral convoy, supported by salutes of the Pakistan army? How will the global community now look at this? I mean, why is Pakistan trying to tell the world that they are in fact harboring terrorism, and not just harboring, but a safe haven for terrorist outfits?
This is absolutely repulsive, to say the least. As a former uniform person, I feel really ashamed that such kind of pictures are coming out. But coming back to the point that we made, what has the drone warfare made? Drone warfare has actually democratized the air power. Anybody, because air power is, to have a national air power is very expensive business, be it missiles, be it aircraft, be it air defense systems, radar network. Everything costs huge money to create kind of air assets that any military needs. But what has drone done is that it's like a poor man air power, so to say, that everything that an aircraft can do in a much lesser scale, the drone can do. So they are getting into every action of the air power, be it hitting the enemy, be it in support of the army or your ground forces, doing reconnaissance, doing a strike. So in a way, whatever a bigger aircraft does, the drone warfare says that it can be done. If you see the 65 war or 71 war, all these airfields that have been attacked by drones today, or their missiles today, is exactly the same pattern. So they are trying to harass, they are trying to, yet for their own domestic consciency, they are trying to tell them that, see, here we are attacking all their airfields, we are attacking all their critical assets, we are attacking their infrastructure. So what a larger air force would have done, they are trying to do this in bits and pieces and trying to do that through that disinformation to their own populace, that see, we have done this, and therefore trying to create that impression that they are taking on the adversary, which is much more powerful, with very little assets on their part. But this is precisely what I think General Asthana also said, and we should keep in mind, and I'm sure we are keeping that in mind, that this is the trap and we should not fall to this trap. So we must continue to do our effect-based operations where we really reduce his effectiveness in terms of military power, in terms of the terror network, in terms of their strategic assets, and not let him get away with these kind of operations. So in my opinion, we should now escalate it to a level where it starts hurting him more. We have already done that to all his airfields, and I'm sure all these attacks have been done by our aircraft. Even press bureau said so. We have done all this from our side of the territory. We don't need to cross aircraft into Pakistan anymore. You have air-launched cruise missiles which can go to the entire depth of Pakistan, and they are again very precise munitions. If we even have very high-end drones, high-end UCAVs, high-end UAVs, which can do that job as well. And if you recollect, the first day attack to those 9 sites was the culmination of different kind of weapons from different platforms simultaneously coming onto those 9 targets in a synergized manner. So this talks very high of your inter-services integration, and also about integration of your weapon systems across the 3 services.
Absolutely right, Air Marshal. I mean, I was only thinking yesterday, I mean, had General Bipin Rawat, been still with us, he would be the proudest of them all, you know, integrating the entire theatre command, if not for that unfortunate chopper crash as well. But Air Marshal Asthana, beg your pardon, Air Marshal Rana, how can India now leverage this intelligence-backed operation on the international platforms to expose Pakistan's double game here? Because quite clearly, Pakistan's official participation in the funerals of these terrorists, it confirms institutional support for groups like Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed as well. And before you answer that, here's a quick reaction coming across from Vikram Misri, the Foreign Secretary, as part of the joint press briefing of the Ministry of Defence and the Ministry of External Affairs. Here's Vikram Misri and Air Marshal Rana right on the other side.